Hello and welcome to Shoot the Hostage with me, Sarah, and my partner Dan. We're a movie podcast and we cover 8 films per season on a specific theme. Now, we swear, we chat major spoilers, and we occasionally cover triggering topics, so please do use listener discretion. If you like what we do and want to support us, consider hitting 5 stars on Spotify, or maybe subscribing or even reviewing on your platform of choice. We also have a Patreon with a free tier for lineups and updates, and 2 paid tiers with extra content and early ad-free uploads. Right, on with the show.
Sarah, it's the final episode in your Liminal Spaces season, and we're returning to the JC world for the 4th time.
The 4th time.
4th time.
And 3 of them have been my choices, I believe.
Yes. Yes. One of them was mine.
It's almost as if he's one of my favourite directors. Not Humans, because he's a cranky old git.
Well, that's all right.
I
What's
like
wrong with
him.
that?
I like him.
You can be cranky as long as you're not mean.
Well, he's a bit dismissive of some films that I've liked recently.
Like what?
I can't remember specifically. Oh, The Substance. He hated The Substance.
Did it? Oh, yes, that's right. He did,
Yeah.
didn't he? Well, he's crazy. But he's,
Yeah.
he's entitled to his opinion.
Yeah. But I do like him.
What did we cover? We covered Assault on Precinct 13, which you chose.
Entrapped season, I want to say.
Entrapped season. And it was that the first time watched for me or second time?
It was second.
But I'd seen it only recently before that.
And just gone apeshit for it.
Yeah, loved it. Big
Bum,
Trouble.
bum, bum, bum,
Bum, bum, bum, bum, bum. Big Trouble in Little China.
One of your childhood favourites.
Amazing movie. I mean, these are all episodes that are available to you, the listener. Maybe there'll be some links in the description. Maybe there won't be. Maybe there'll be one link to something else. I don't know. Keep an eye out. Read them. I spend time on them. Or don't. I don't care.
That was a roller coaster.
It's our 3rd Victor Wong movie.
3rd.
Yeah.
Oh, I can only think of one.
Which one are you thinking of?
Big Trouble.
Big Trouble.
What's the other?
He's in the one with worms.
Oh, Tremors. Of course he is.
Well, the other one, there's worms in this movie as well.
That's true.
But the worms in this movie are not Tremors.
No, they're not graboids.
No. Oh, they're called graboids. That always gets me. We don't know for certain that they're not graboids on the window.
They could be baby graboids.
Could be baby graboids. Yeah, they might be. We don't know.
Crossover.
Yeah. It's our 2nd Dennis Dunn with Big Trouble in Little China, obviously. It's our 2nd Donald Pleasence this season.
Of course, yeah. Wake in Fright.
Yeah.
Absolutely wildly different roles.
Completely different roles, yeah.
Couldn't be more different, you could say.
Yeah. One of them is a crazy person that believes in wild things, and the other one is in Wake in Fright.
The other one's an alcoholic.
It's the 5th movie from 1987.
Oh, you always do this. Near Dark.
Yep.
That's it. That's the only one I can ever remember.
Predator.
Of course, yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street. Dream Warriors.
Dream Warriors, yeah.
Masters of the Universe.
Of course.
Good year. Excellent year. And we haven't even got to RoboCop yet. Or
We will.
Hellraiser.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah. So, Sarah, for the last time this season, why did you pick Prince of Darkness and why did you choose it for Liminal Spaces and for the last episode?
Well, this one is a little bit of an outlier because I struggle to reconcile this as a liminal space movie more than the others. I think it still counts.
How do you struggle to reconcile this? What about it do you find is not liminal enough for your liking?
Well, liminal spaces are often go hand in hand with abandoned spaces. And yes, this is an abandoned church, but John Carpenter loves a big cast. He loves an ensemble. So there's a lot of people teaming around this so-called abandoned church.
Yeah.
But liminal spaces also cover transitory spaces, and you could definitely call this one of those.
I suppose so. You could call some of the mirrors liminal spaces.
Yeah.
Is that right? No, I don't think that's right. But
They're a part of it.
yeah.
But mostly I chose this because I know that you love it. I know it's your top 3 Carpenter, right?
We'll get to that.
Oh,
It's up there.
okay.
Yeah.
It's tough. He's a difficult director to categorize, to put into any sort of list, I find.
Do you think so?
I do personally, yeah, because there's the obvious ones that are hanging out way at the bottom. Ghosts of Mars. I know you love it, but
yeah,
it's trash.
My list is probably quite different to your average person.
Yeah, I imagine. But when he strikes gold, he really goes for it. So there's so much that's just excellent. So the films that are hanging out at the top are all kind of jostling for similar positions, and then everything else is just hanging out at the bottom for me.
I see what you mean. Yeah, it's like you get like the list goes on a journey, doesn't it? You start at the top and you go down, and they're all sort of pretty level, but then you get to like the halfway point and it's a massive drop off in quality. It's like you need 2 lists. You need a list of his best movies and a list of his not so best movies.
Yeah, you can say worst, it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so this is kind of me doing what I do every season and throwing you a bone.
No, thank you very much.
It's
Appreciate the bone. I'll take the bone. Don't write in. Don't make any comment on that.
No, I'll do it. It's fine. I'll do it for you.
Why did you no, that's not the question I want to ask. When did you first see it? Is this one that you saw early, or did you catch it later?
A bit later.
So is this one that you were trying to fill in the Carpenter blanks a little bit?
Yeah. I would say this kind of, as far as his films go, this one flew a little bit under the radar for me.
I think it does for a lot of people.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know why.
I think it's had a bit of a resurgence, maybe in the last decade or so. But it's certainly not one of his more famous films.
No, it's not.
Obviously, my entry point to Carpenter was Halloween. I watched that when I was a teenager, like pretty young, 13.
The exact right age to watch that movie.
Yeah, and I still love it. I think it was absolutely groundbreaking in terms of slasher movies anyway, for the horror genre. It set a lot of standards and introduced a lot of tropes that would then go on to become staples of the genre.
Definitely.
So you can't ignore its influence, but I don't like it as much now as I did.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after that, I don't know. I think probably would have been after I got to college that I started to investigate more of his other stuff.
Okay. And then, so you'd only seen Halloween, and then you're like, oh, that was kind of okay. I wonder what else this guy's done.
I wouldn't say that was kind of okay. I was like, that really opened my eyes.
Right. Okay. And then,
but yeah.
So you liked that then. So you decided to go back and have a look at some more of his work. And you stumbled upon a little film called The Thing.
I did.
During that time, which you love, and we also covered.
Yeah.
And this as well. How many times have you rewatched Prince of Darkness over the years? Not as much as you've seen The Thing, I'm guessing.
Oh God, nowhere near. Maybe 6 times.
Yeah, that's a fair amount of times.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
For anyone, yeah.
Really good movie.
It's a good movie. We'll get into that. I like this movie a lot.
What about you? When did you see it for the first time?
This was one of those late night, it was on TV situations, and maybe didn't see it from the very beginning, but was definitely laying in bed and caught this at some point, and then realised it was a Trapped in a Place movie. And I just remember thinking, oh, this is really like vibey. This is really ominous, and the music was great. And they were talking about all these things, these words and concepts that my tiny brain could not possibly understand at that age, because I was quite young.
Or now.
Or now, of course, for that matter. But I understand more now than I did then. I think I didn't really even understand how to form a question around the things they were talking about in that film. But I loved this movie when I was watching it, and it really stuck with me. And I didn't know it was a John Carpenter film. I watched Christine a lot when I was a kid, but it wasn't until later on that I realised I kind of put these things together and was like, oh yeah, he must be one of my favourites, I guess.
What was the first one of his? Because wasn't it your dad that used to watch The Fog quite a lot?
Yeah, my old man I don't know if he watched it a lot, but I remember one specific memory of him making my mum an engagement ring, actually, and he stayed up all night doing this thing, and the fog was on, and we were both watching it together, and he was just telling me about how much he loved it, and it was a really good movie. So JC is definitely a filmmaker that is someone that's important to me on a nostalgic level and looking back. And it's funny how a lot of his movies were just sort of, I really enjoyed them, but not realizing who much about the filmmaker. And I go back later now and I look at them and I'm like, yeah, they all feel like John Carpenter movies.
That's what I was just about to say. Yeah, it's funny that you didn't necessarily spot that until later, because it's got such a distinct feel.
Yeah.
Like there's a definite consistency between his films, I would say.
But it was definitely like, when I say looking back, I'm like, because I started watching these films way too young, as I've said many, many times, like horrors and stuff. From the age of 5 onwards was pretty much fair game. Like just whatever's on the telly, whatever I want. Someone's bought this video, I'll go give Hellraiser a watch then. So I'm thinking like then, when I'm getting into films then, and then when it was more like I was 15, 16 and I was sort of trying to catch up on some of his other stuff, probably around about the time that Vampires came out, and I really loved that. Invisible Man, I remember that coming out. I don't know if I had any idea that was John Carpenter though, and probably feels least like his.
Yeah, that and maybe Village of the Damned.
Yeah, Village of the Damned. That's one that I never think of, actually.
Yeah.
But Invisible Man, I think, had the highest budget of any John Carpenter movie. I'm pretty sure we discussed that in one of the John Carpenter episodes that we've done. And it wasn't very good, was it? But and it's funny how he always sort of wanted to work in a studio system. He got there, hated it, hated everyone, and then sort of came out of it. So
refresh my memory a little bit. Was it Big Trouble that was a studio picture?
Yeah, I think so.
And that flopped.
Yeah.
He was back on his own by this point, by 87.
That's right, yeah, because Big Trouble is 86. This is the following year.
Oh, he was this era, he was just pumping them out.
Was They Live 88?
Yeah.
86, 87, 88.
Yeah.
John,
bangers, just banger after banger.
Have a holiday there.
No, don't.
That's why he's having a massive holiday now.
Yeah.
That's why he's had a 20-year holiday.
He's exhausted his creative archive.
Yeah.
And that's why his films suck now.
I do miss it. I do wish he would make some more stuff, even if it's not great, but I don't know. But yes, so 86, Big Trouble, 87, this straight into this. This has a budget of 3 million, I think I wrote down somewhere.
Okay.
So a modest budget. And I think it absolutely utilised that to the best of its abilities. So the 30-day shoot in LA, they had this abandoned building, which was some kind of place of worship before that. So they had one big space. You're cutting loads of different costs out when you're doing that. So that's handy. And he made the most of like really simple solutions to problems that end up being some of the most memorable parts of this movie, I think. So it's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good one to end on.
I think so. And it's I hesitate to call it fun, but I find it to be quite a fun movie.
I do, yeah.
It's quite heavy in some ways, but I think, I don't know, I always remember it being really menacing, and you used the word ominous earlier, which is just the perfect word for this film. But also, when you're watching it, you kind of remember, oh, it is kind of fun, because you've got Dennis Dunn's character kind of being
in the closet.
But unlikely comic relief, which is really, I don't know, really well placed, I think, in this film. And some performances which go very large but fit really nicely. So I find it to be fun. And I prefer to end on a fun movie.
Yeah, I like the sentiment, and I agree that this is fun as well. I'm not sure that I have no concept of what other people think about this movie, because I don't talk about movies with anybody else apart from you. But I think most people would probably say that this is not a fun movie. And maybe some people would say that it's boring. But I can't really wrap my head around that, because that's really a complaint that I have about a lot of movies. They just don't keep my attention. They don't grab my attention. They don't keep it. I was trying to think what the difference is about this, and I think it's the subject matter, and I think it's the conversations they're having, and I think the script for this is absolutely banger. It might be my favourite John Carpenter script if you're boiling it down to that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It is great. It is great, and the dialogue. Some of the dialogue I don't love, but it fits within the context of the characters. So it is a very well written film.
I like all of the science stuff. That's the stuff that I'm really focused about. You can keep your human drama. We can fuck that off, because I want to hear about quantum level and how evil exists in that. And I just thought that was just such a great idea to mix those two things, the religion and the science thing.
Well, you know me, I'm a sucker for religious horror.
Yeah.
That's one of my big interests.
Yeah.
And just religion in general and theology I find fascinating. So the concept of science versus faith has always interested me. And I think that probably started with Flight of the Dragons when I was like 6.
Flight of the Dragons. Did we watch this together?
We did, yeah.
Yeah, I do remember something about a cartoon with a dragon in it that we watched.
Yeah. Many dragons.
A collection. What's a collection of dragons called?
A horde of dragons.
Horde of dragons.
I haven't got a clue.
We'll have to watch Reign of Fire.
Well, they like to hoard gold, don't they? So let's call it a wealth of dragons.
Okay, I like the logic there. They steal gold and they keep gold.
I didn't say they steal it. They hoard it. They like gold.
Well, where do they procure it from then?
I don't know.
They're not stealing.
I'm not. Do I look like some kind of dragon expert to you?
No, you don't.
I would have been offended if you'd said yes.
I have no concept of what a dragon expert looks like.
A nerd.
Just a regular nerd. Someone with glasses.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And I'm wearing contacts today.
No, the script is something that I always enjoy. Every time I rewatch this film, all of that science stuff and all of that science stuff, that sentence there gives you an indication of how much I understand this movie. Really, when I say all that science stuff. But and you get the two representatives of that. You get Donald Pleasence as the man of the cloth, and you get Victor Wong as man of the science. And they butt heads a little bit, but there's not like a central conflict between them that overshadows the movie or the plot, and I liked that because I feel like that could have been an obvious place to go. Like Victor Wong spends an hour and 20 minutes of an hour 40-minute movie saying, "Oh, this is bullshit. I don't believe in any of this." But like half an hour in, he's sort of going, "Oh, fuck no, we all are fucked actually, aren't we?" And this is stuff I didn't understand.
Well, I think because their ultimate goal is similar.
Yeah.
And their conversations, the conversations that happen between Victor Wong and Donald Pleasence are some of my favourite moments in the film, actually.
Agreed, yeah. Don't totally agree. John Carpenter wrote this script and he wrote it under the pen name Martin Quatermass?
Oh, yeah. Quatermass.
Yeah, okay. Presumably as an homage to Nigel Neal, who's an uncredited writer on Halloween 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So that's maybe how they made that connection there.
Oh, how interesting.
Makes a lot of sense, though.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
When you think about the Magic Rocks.
Do you know, it's funny.
Another movie with Magic Rocks.
Yeah.
We could have done a Magic Rock season.
We could.
Halloween 3, Picnic Hanging Rock. From the TV series.
The Stone Tape.
The Stone Tape,
Which is relevant.
Which is relevant, yeah, because Nigel Neal wrote The Stone Tape.
Yes, and we watched it for the first time in preparation for this.
Yes. I got you the DVD as a little surprise, and I said, let's put this on Saturday. It feels relevant. And it was rubbish.
Neither of us enjoyed it. 70s made-for-TV BBC production.
Yeah. Do you know what it felt like? I'm really disappointed that we didn't get more out of it. Where I sort of get what you might get out of it. Like it's an interesting concept, but ultimately, yeah, it felt a bit too cheap. It felt a bit. It felt like a movie that the teacher would wheel into English class.
Like it should have been educational in some way.
Yeah, I kept thinking of an inspector. What's that? Is Inspector Calls or something? The thing that you have to read when you're a kid. The literature thing that people
The
say is great.
literature thing?
Yeah.
Do you mean a book?
Yes, a book, yeah. But we had to watch the TV show as well.
Right.
I think it was called Inspectacles, and it was some like Who Done It. I don't know. It was that or Clue.
Clue.
Was
Clue's great.
Clue was great though. That's the thing about that.
Yeah.
And I agree with that.
Cool.
So JC, huge Nigel Neal fan then, presumably. A lot of links to the Quatermass series, Quatermass, which I haven't seen. I believe someone recommended it to us after an episode. Might have been Kevin.
That sounds familiar. But also the director of the Stone Tape also directed some of the Quatermass adaptations.
Oh, really?
I believe,
right,
yeah.
Okay.
So why was he credited under a pseudonym at all?
I guess just as an homage. That's or maybe there was some tax thing. I don't know.
Right.
Or who knows? I don't know.
Because a script as good as this, I would want my name all over it.
Yeah. I mean, it's well widely known that John Carpenter wrote it, so it feels like, there's no point doing that really. Everyone knows, but maybe back then it was slightly different without the internet.
Yeah, I guess so.
What do you think of the look of this film? Do you put it up there with, and I'm not talking about effects yet really, because this has definitely got less in it than something like The Thing. But
the effects are great, and I do want to talk about them.
I think so too, and we'll get there. But just like the aesthetic look of it, the setting, the lighting, the framing, do you enjoy? Is that something that stuck out to you, or you enjoy about this movie?
I think it's got a lot of really visually memorable moments. When I think about Prince of Darkness, I can definitely conjure, a handful of images in my head really, really clearly. And the thing that always sticks out is obviously the cylindrical green goo thingy, which is sort of central to the whole plot. But I like it. I like it. It's quite understated compared to some of his films. It's maybe less distinct than some others, but I enjoy it a lot.
I think they just did a really solid job with such little resources. And presumably you're limited when you the good thing about working in a single location is obviously the cost, and you're able to shoot a lot in a short amount of time. But then also you're limited by the space itself. So you obviously scout it and you'll see what you think is going to work, but maybe you can't afford to bring the lighting people or whatever, and something gets overlooked. So, but I really liked a lot of stuff that they did with the candles and things like that. The DOP on this, Gary B. Kibbe, sort of became John Carpenter's guy after Dean Cundey. I think Cundey worked on Big Trouble, I think, the year prior to this, and then went off and did his own thing.
Oh, right, because Dean Cundey is the name that is always conjured in my mind when I think of John Carpenter.
Yeah.
This guy I'm not so familiar with.
Yeah, exactly. But this guy, Gary B. Kibbe, let's just call him Kibbe. Sounds a bit like he's got a dog food company though, doesn't it? But so he was the guy afterwards. He's doing They Live, he's doing Vampires, all of it, Ghosts of Mars.
The less good stuff.
The less good stuff, yes.
Is what you're saying.
Yes, but I think something like Vampires I'm thinking about specifically, I think looks amazing. I think it looks incredible.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
I don't know. I'm probably not the person to ask about an objective opinion about vampires.
You're a bit biased.
I'm a bit biased. Editor of this, I'm going to mention him, Steve Merkovich. It's got a V. Merkovich. Steve-O. Big Trouble, Con Air. So he's the third Steve Merkovich movie.
Okay. Who produced it? Was Deborah Hill involved in this one?
I've got no idea.
You've not got no idea?
I've not got no idea.
We don't need no education.
Ironic though, isn't it? Because I think I might do. So you mentioned already the Stone Tapes, which we did watch recently. Obviously, John Carpenter, do you think that he was directly inspired by that film specifically and tried to incorporate any of that into this? Or do you think it's more of the Quatermass connection that he's paying homage to? Did you notice any similarities between Stone Tape and Prince of Darkness?
I mean, yes, in the sense that it's a bunch of scientists stuck in a place. I don't know if I would call them scientists in the stone tape, but similarly kind of academic seeming people.
They're tech bros.
Yeah.
They're
And
Silicon
women.
Valley. And woman.
Tech ladies too.
Were there more than one? Was there more than one that the main guy wasn't sleeping with?
There was one in the stone tape.
That he was sleeping with?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but then there's another one that came in and he slept with her.
Did she work? Oh, she was in a secretarial position. She doesn't count.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see the similarities. I think it would be fair to say there was probably some influence going on.
I think so. Definitely. They've both got green in it.
Yeah.
There's some green on the stone tapes. There was some green on Prince of Darkness. And I just don't think you can argue with that.
It's the stone tape, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
The sequel. I'm thinking of the sequel.
Do you know what it refers to?
No, I just don't know.
So it's not a tape as such, which is kind of confusing because they do try to record stuff in the stone tape.
Yeah.
But the stone tape kind of conjured that term in sort of regular usage, and it just means the theory that inanimate objects like stone can hold memories and can sort of record events in a strange way.
Right. Like Annabelle or something.
Sure, like Annabelle. No, not at all like Annabelle.
It's an animal object.
An Annabelle object.
Yeah, it's an Annabelle object, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it can store memories and get haunted.
Yep.
By goats.
Like goats. Yeah. This has gone off the rails already.
Was it ever on rails? Is it ever on rails?
Not during a heat wave.
No. Bit sticky, isn't it? It's
nearly 40 degrees in the UK at the moment, and I've just come out of hospital, so yeah, this might get chaotic.
Yeah, or we'll just melt.
Or we'll melt, yeah.
We'll melt into oblivion.
Yeah.
We'll melt into a green jar of liquid.
Or maybe we'll fall through a mirror, never to be seen again.
Like Alice. And this movie. Actually. The stone tape, I noticed that, yeah, you've got the whole stuck in a place thing. You've got the science versus the magical world. Magical spirit world is probably a better word for that.
Yeah, just the unknown, things that can't be explained by science.
Yeah. And the technology that's trying to prove that this thing exists. And so I think the combination of those things I actually did see the connection between those, but I feel like John Carpenter really wanted to focus more on the science part of it and make it more central to it, because that wasn't really the focus of that. The focus of Stone Tape was just a spooky time, wasn't it? And it was less about the philosophy, less about the mechanics of the science and talking about that, and more just be scared of the cold wind.
And don't gaslight your only female employee, because maybe she's actually speaking sense.
Yeah.
That's the message there.
He said she had a good brain, though. He said, I liked your brain and I want it.
In a jar.
Jar. Yeah, like that Steve Martin movie.
Yeah.
Was that called Brain in a Jar?
Just, please, stay on track.
All right. So we spoke the other day. I can't remember if it's when we were watching it or shortly after, but we both definitely agreed that this does fit into a cosmic horror theme.
I think so, yeah.
And you do. And what about it do you think makes it qualify for that?
For the cosmic element?
Yeah. Which parts of it specifically? Because I agree. I totally agree.
Well, it's quite Lovecraftian, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the HP guy. It's the guy who did the condiments.
I knew you were going to say something about sauces. I imagine John Carpenter was quite a Lovecraft fan. I say was like he's dead. He's not dead.
Who, Lovecraft?
No, Carpenter.
Oh, right, yeah. Lovecraft is dead, isn't
Long dead, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I saw it on TikTok.
Did you?
Yeah.
Where you get all your information.
It's announced by Greg Wallace.
Because like he's done a few films that feel quite Lovecraftian, notably this and definitely In the Mouth of Madness.
The Thing, obviously.
Yeah, for sure. So the overlap there gives me cosmic horror vibes. The sort of time period that they're dealing with, like, do they talk about, is it like 6-7 million years or something? Basically, the anti-god has been around as long as the Hanging Rock. I know that much.
Okay.
So there are some through lines this season.
Yeah.
And the small touches, like the dream sequences that aren't really dreams.
The transmission.
The transmissions, yeah. Stuff like that kind of gives me cosmic horror vibes, yeah.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I was thinking about the transmissions, definitely. The fact that it's the pulling Satan out of a mirror, that feels quite... I don't have much experience with Lovecraft. I suppose my most experience with it is having watched From Beyond with you.
You've seen Colour Out of Space as well. You've seen a few adaptations, I would guess.
I have. And I think...
Reanimator.
Yeah, I guess so. I really like when the cosmic horror sort of leans more into the void.
Mm-hmm.
It leans more into the helplessness of it all. Like the fact that it doesn't matter what you do, your actions are not really... Ultimately, you might delay something or whatever, but ultimately you're all screwed.
It makes you feel really small.
Yeah. Because that's true.
Yeah.
And I find that to be inherently true. While maybe there aren't giant squid monsters in space.
Maybe.
But then maybe there are. We don't know. We haven't explored it all yet. But the fact, that it just rings kind of true to me. And it feels quite scary, I guess.
Mm.
But then maybe that's why I enjoy watching these movies more. Because it taps more into a reality that I'm interested in being afraid of rather than a guy with a knife.
So you want existential horror?
I do want existential horror over a guy with a knife. I can throw a fire extinguisher at him and run away. I'm a fast runner.
Not if he's Michael Myers, though.
He doesn't run anywhere.
Yeah, but he still catches up to you.
Yeah, he can drive, though.
He can drive.
Yeah,
God knows when he learned how to.
He's got a license.
Adam Green's got some theories.
Has he?
Yeah.
I'll have to look those up.
One of his Halloween shorts.
Oh, I'll have to look those up. I forgot about those. Does he still do them?
I don't think so.
Oh, no.
I know.
Question for you. What do you do about worms on a window?
Call an exterminator.
Yeah, call a worm guy.
Yeah.
Not Earthworm Jim.
Earthworm Jim, the soil eater crawl. Don't get me started.
God, Earthworm Jim was great, wasn't it?
Earthworm Jim, a super suit did fall. Carry on.
No, you carry on.
No.
I love the worms on a window. I think it's quite memorable.
It is.
It's one of those simple solutions.
They filmed it in reverse, didn't they? Because you can see them going up the window.
Right.
When in reality they would have been falling.
Oh, right. I assumed that they just shot it. The pane of glass was kind of level with the floor, and they just shot it from a weird angle. That's
no, I think it was reversed.
Oh, interesting. Because
I like that technique as well, because it's just a really, really easy, low-cost way to make things look a bit off, a little bit uncanny.
Yeah. Can worms climb?
A bit.
That's terrifying.
Are you scared of worms now?
Yeah. I don't love worms anyway, but I didn't know.
Worms are great.
No, they're not really, though, are they? Because they're worms.
But you can chop one in half and get 2 worms.
I don't want to do that to a worm.
I'm not suggesting you should. I'm just saying, should you be gardening and accidentally slice through a worm, you haven't killed it. That's incredible.
It's fascinating and I love it. But why would you, if you don't like worms, why would you want to double the population?
That's a fair point. All right, yeah. But I think that's something that sort of lends a bit of cosmic horror to it as well, because they're a little bit alien, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
They're odd.
Yeah, worms. They are weird. I don't like them. And it feels a bit off and it feels a bit weird. And I'm assuming that's the same reason that they cast Alice Cooper in this.
I don't think they did cast him. I think he just wandered on set and just played himself the whole time.
I heard that John Carpenter met Alice Cooper at WrestleMania. I was like, do you want to be in my movie? And Alice Cooper said, yes, please. But John Carpenter said, but on the proviso that you... I steal your idea of killing someone with a bicycle.
Oh, I read about this.
Yeah.
That was his actual prop that he used on stage.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
But going back to the worms thing quickly, There are moments in this film. There's obviously that moment, and the other notable one is I'm shit with names. I don't remember any characters' names, but the guy who's outside and is comprised of bugs basically after he's been killed, and the rest of the cast has sort of seen him out the window, and I think his head falls off at that point. But his suit is full of bugs. That to me, like, you can see the through lines between this and Halloween 3. That's pure Halloween 3.
Yeah.
So I wonder if the bug stuff is Nigel Neal influence.
Yeah, okay. There's also ants in this movie, lots of bug stuff, yeah.
I love it.
I like the idea that they're quite small. Like, obviously we're talking about the evil on an atomic level, subatomic level. So ants are small and subatomic is small. So there's some really interesting themes and through lines there with all of those things that are small.
Okay, Hank Pym.
Funny you should mention it, actually, Sarah.
Perhaps that'll be relevant at some point.
Stay till the end of the episode.
Yeah, I don't know. I find that interesting because so many people hate bugs.
Yeah.
And associate them with horror. With they're gross. They don't like them. But I love bugs.
You're a bug person.
Not en masse. If there were that many, that would freak me out.
It would be weird seeing it would be weird seeing too many bugs.
Yeah.
You don't like spiders though?
Like, is it a man or is it 10,000 bugs in a trench coat?
Yeah.
You don't want to have to ponder that really in real life.
It's something you want to avoid, really. Or is it Vincent D'Onofrio?
Oh, yeah.
A giant bug in a Vincent D'Onofrio suit.
You just never know.
Yeah.
Something I do want to talk about that you touched on earlier is the score. Because you love this score, but I have to be honest, I think this is one of my least favourite Carpenter scores.
Of movies where he did the music?
Of his own scores. Yeah. I think it's one of the least memorable.
Do you?
And one of the most inconsistent.
Oh, I think it's great.
I don't think it's bad.
I think this film is like maybe 30% better because of the score. I think if you remove the score, I think the score is so good that if you remove it, I think this movie really suffers.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I love it. Don't know if I agree with that.
I think it creates a sense of like momentum throughout the movie. I think especially the first 10-15 minutes where it's playing pretty constantly. I think it really carries it through nicely, and I love it and I enjoy it.
I find it a bit odd because it's sort of, to me, a little bit all over the place. Like about 20 minutes in, I made a note that it sort of goes a little bit Nightbreed at one point.
The score?
Like shades of Danny Elfman in there, yeah. It's really bizarre.
I didn't see that. I remember you mentioning the Danny Elfman thing and I didn't see it personally.
But yeah, it's not my favourite.
What is your favourite?
Maybe it's Assault on Precinct 13, you know.
Yeah, it is a banger.
It's so good. Something I do want to talk about. The people that are in the church aren't scientists. They're students.
Are they?
I believe so, because
you're right. Yeah, someone did
Victor Wong is a lecturer. Like, you see them in what looks like a class.
Yeah. Brian is 22 years old.
Yeah. Mature students, should we say. Well, I assume medical students, or I don't know, like students that would study for a lot longer than the average. Like, it's not a 3-year degree.
Yeah, of course they're students. They're Victor Wong is the professor.
Yeah,
and someone mentions at some point as well that they're incentivized to stay for the weekend because they'll get a grade or have access to the next step in their, I was going to say evolution.
The evolution of their academic career. There you go, saved it.
Thank you.
But my question is, along those lines, Victor Wong is their professor. He's in a position of authority.
I know where you're going with this.
What are the ethics of him tasking these people with this job?
But
I know Victor Wong doesn't have the whole picture either, but he has enough of it to give him pause, surely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, where does ethics come into it when you're talking about trying to save everyone's life on the planet? Like, surely that's an interesting question. As the ethics kind of goes out the window, right? You sacrifice a few to save the many.
I don't
We've all
think
seen
so.
Star Trek.
I don't think so, no. I don't think you can make the decision to sacrifice a few. I think they have to make that decision themselves, and they weren't fully informed up front, which I
Okay.
take issue with.
So you would prefer like a sit-down meeting and him say, look, this is what I know.
I didn't say I would have preferred that. I'm
Yeah.
just asking you a question.
What's your question?
What do you think it's ethical?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
I don't. I think it's really unethical.
I think when you're dealing with the end of all things...
But did he know that? Because
Mm.
Pleasence was just kind of like, there's some green goo in my basement. Come and have a look.
Well, in which case, then what's he doing wrong if he doesn't think that there's a threat? I think either way, for me, like if there's no threat, if he doesn't think there's a threat, then okay, fine, it's just another science experiment. But if there is a big threat, then okay, fine, well, we need to save everyone.
So what do you think of the ethics of Donald Pleasence inviting these uninformed people into his church?
I hate it. I think he's scum. I think
Death
he's
to the
bottom of-
church.
Death to the church. I think there's more responsibility on the church in this movie because they've been hiding it for all of that time. Those dreaming monks kept it a secret. Maybe that was the right thing to do. I don't know. I would probably go a few steps. I know I'm talking about security wise, a few steps over just putting it behind a wooden door.
Yeah.
Can we like?
But it's a really big wooden door with a really big key
It's got
to
a
match.
big key. That's the secret.
The massive key presumably has to be proportionate to the door.
Yeah, big keys are like, the bigger the key means the more secure the
Yeah.
place is.
Yeah.
And that's why you get, when you go to and see Gladiators in the 90s, they had the big fingers.
Yeah.
They also, you didn't see many of them. They also had big keys,
Right.
and they were for the big fingers, but they were for the most secure doors where the Gladiators slept, and that's where Wolf slept,
Wow.
and Hurricane, and Jet,
I had no idea.
and Shadow. Oh,
Incredible.
Lord.
No, but I do think the ethics are really questionable because I think it's something that's really important to note is that they're students. Why aren't they asking accredited professionals to come and do this? And I think that's the reason, because the students are maybe a little bit more disposable.
A bit more disposable. Okay.
And less likely to say no.
I was thinking maybe they'd ask less questions, but then
Well, yeah,
also...
but that's the same sort of thing, same
similar
sort of part
thing.
of it.
A little bit more optimistic. Maybe they might be more open to new ideas. You hear that a lot in the science community, that once people are part of these institutions, their resistance to things, like they're not willing to question things as much. So I think maybe part of that is, let's get these fresh young brains in that are open to new things.
Okay.
Like there's maybe an argument there as well.
Less jaded, less cynical.
Jaded, yeah. Less Neil deGrasse Tyson, more
yeah, they don't feel like they know everything already.
Yeah.
They're more inquisitive, maybe?
Yeah, and they're not just like married to everything that we've already discovered and gone, well, this can't be that because we've already discussed this and this. Like, but you might be wrong about that. You don't know that for sure. Plus, I was just really happy Dennis Dunn was in it. I was glad that he was part of this movie.
He is good in this.
He's great. He's kind of got the least to do in terms of anything serious. He's always a bit of a joke character. He's a bit of a comedy character, but he mentioned it earlier, like I think he's so needed. Yeah. Otherwise this could become a bit of a drag.
Too dreary,
too kind of, we're all screwed and there's nothing you can do. At least he injects a bit of comic relief. And I just love the fact that he spends 15 minutes in that closet. And I wonder, is there a thing there? Is Carpenter trying to say something like about that, or is that just a fun? Let's trap him in this small space.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
no thoughts.
Because he's also always going on about how he's dating women and stuff, and he seems to go on about that a lot. It seems to be his thing.
You think he protests a bit too much?
Maybe, yeah.
Do you know what else I love about this movie?
Is it special effects?
No, but I do want to talk about that.
Go on.
It's the chunky tech.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like Alien, isn't it?
I love a bit of 80s like chunky tech.
Retro. I suppose it wasn't retro futuristic, was it?
No.
So it's not quite the same thing. It was just, it was 1987 tech, presumably.
Like just during a time where nobody could imagine computers getting any smaller.
Yeah. And they're always, they're always going to be these little beige monitors
with
a black screen and green text.
I love it.
And the next year, Microsoft Word came out.
But you'd think it would horribly date something, but it just doesn't affect my viewing of it at all. I love it.
It's something that's so very specific to movies made in a like 20, 30 year time period, isn't it? 20 years probably. And you don't really get that anymore unless they're trying to ape this period, unless they're trying to recreate this thing, like your Alien Earths or the other Alien movie, Romulus, yeah, like that, where it's really just trying to hit the nostalgia buttons and trying to recreate that. It's something you don't see very often, so it's quite memorable when you do see it.
Yeah,
and I love the printouts. Oh, we've got to print out these results on actual paper, like save for trees and everything. But I still enjoyed seeing that. The
paper with the holes on the side that you have to tear off.
Yeah, really thin stuff, and then you get all of the ink and stuff all over you. Horrible.
So let's talk about the effects then.
Okay.
Because we've brought it up a few times now.
Which effects stand out to you?
Well, I mean, the man made of bugs,
obviously,
that I've already mentioned, is probably not only one of my favourite moments in the film, but also one of the scariest things that I've ever seen. Because, I don't know, it's just horrifying, isn't it? As somebody who likes bugs, I find that horrifying. What else? The mirror stuff I find fascinating. And I did a bit of reading about how they did that.
Oh, go on.
And basically, it was a bit ingenious, actually. They used the cranes that they had on set. They drained the mercury out of them and used that.
And then, so it created a pool, a reflective pool that they're able to put their hands in. And
but that's why the hand at the end was a bit chunky looking, because obviously it couldn't be a bare hand. Had to be a hand with prosthetics on to protect it.
Bears are resistant to mercury.
Yes. Yeah. And then they put the mercury back in the cranes after they'd done it. I love that.
They put the mercury back in their crane, gave it back to Charles Wilson Plant Hire. It's like, oh, I might have to bleep that name out. And then they're like, yeah, nothing wrong here. All worked absolutely fine.
We haven't tampered with this at all.
We didn't remove any mercury.
As per the contract.
Ever since that day, they all the plant hire companies had to put in small print, you cannot remove the mercury and use it as a mirror in your film.
Yeah.
It's called the JC clause.
Yeah, I don't know. I find that just the ingenuity is great.
Yeah.
Resourceful.
It's one of those solutions to a problem that I really love. Like, it's like, what do we have access to right now that's not going to cost us any money? And hopefully it was safe. I mean, I can't imagine it would have been, really. But yeah, it's an interesting thing. And
it's fine.
It works...
You can do what you want outside of the studio system, Dan.
But it works so well as well. I love it. I think it's very memorable.
Yeah.
The other one that I really enjoy is the ceiling green goo, where you're sucking in the green liquid.
Oh,
but obviously just shot the other way round. So
yeah, there must have been a few.
Created a pool in a room and shot that, and then had it, turn it upside down. Simple solutions. Love it.
Yeah, the same as like reversing the footage.
Yeah.
To make it look like they're going the other way.
Yeah.
It's so simple but brilliant.
Yeah.
I love it.
And you couple that, I think, with the mentioned earlier, the way that it looks with the lighting in some of the areas, and you also add in the really good makeup effects as well, with where people are changing throughout the movie. I think all of it just came together really well. I think it looks great. Agreed.
What about I'm sorry, I'm a little bit distracted because I'm trying to remember people's names. I think it's Lisa. Is it Lisa who sort of gets a bit possessed and decays?
You sure? Yeah.
You don't know either. That's an excellent effect.
Catherine Danforth.
Okay. But that's always one that sticks out to me. When I think of the effects work in this film, it's her with her face sort of looking pizzery.
I think that's the main one I'm considering when I say the makeup effects. I think it's brilliant.
So well done. And so gross. Like, this film isn't graphic by any measure, but
it's graphic by some measure, right?
Well, up until that point, I don't think it's graphic at all. And then you get to that and it's like quite shockingly graphic
Right.
in a film that hadn't been up to that point. But it gives it more impact because of that. I don't know. I just love it.
And I think the climax of the movie as well is always something that strikes me as being very, very memorable, with the mirror and Lisa trying to go towards the mirror and pull out her old man, because her dad is the devil and lives in the mirror.
I don't know if he lives in the mirror. I think he's just like chilling in the mirror for a bit. We haven't really talked about that.
About what?
The anti-god as a concept.
Right.
I mean, obviously it's just another name for the devil, Satan, whatever you want to call him. But few films explore that in such a way that makes me fearful of it.
And does this make you fearful of it?
A bit, yeah. While the film's on, like
a bit spooky, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. I think so. And I think a large part of that is because you don't really see anything.
Do you think so?
I do.
Until the end, until the climax.
But even then, you don't see a whole bunch, do you? It's mostly like silhouettes and like bits of hands.
You see a bit of a hand.
Yeah.
And you can create the rest of the image from that.
That's exactly it. Like you see enough. There's enough of a suggestion that you can sort of put the picture together yourself. But I always think that's smart, especially in lower budget films when, you know, they don't necessarily have the resources to show everything. I always find that just a bit of a stroke of genius.
It works really well in this. I think a movie that just came to mind, which is a movie I know that you're a big fan of and you love. It's called Legion.
Oh,
they're all trapped in that diner.
Awful.
Yeah, but I look, it's not great, but I kind of enjoy that movie. There's like, I mean, it's kind of the opposite to this in many ways. It just goes full bananas the whole way through the film, and there's lots of CGI and effects in it and stuff, and you probably see too much.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the argument for, especially, I'm sure a lot of the restrictions that he had were due to budget and not self-imposed. But yeah, to have work with those resources and achieve this result, and use, I guess, those techniques, simple solutions to practical solutions to problems on set, but then also use those lack of resources to your advantage in a way with that. Like you say, you just see a hand. That's the devil. I know what a devil looks like. I've seen South Park. So yeah, it's great, and it's more like the vibe of it that is the unsettling thing in this. And
I think that's one of the things that makes it super Lovecraftian as well.
Yeah, it's definitely that. It's definitely like, devoid.
It's so terrifying. I couldn't possibly describe it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think there are certain films that spring to mind that are robbed of their scares once you see the villain. And it's one that always springs to mind that I hate bringing up because the director is an actual certified piece of shit criminal, and that's Jeepers Creepers. I remember watching that for the first time. It's fine. It's fine. Some people love those movies, and I'll never really understand Dying on That Hill. But to me, as soon as you see the creeper, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not scary anymore.
It's just a moth in a trench coat.
Yeah, it's just this guy.
Yeah.
With sharp teeth. Okay.
Yeah. The sort of the unknown is taken away. You can't, because your mind's going to places that this could be the weirdest, scariest thing, and I can't even imagine what it's going to be. And then, like you say, you just see a guy in a trench coat. Like, oh, okay. Well, I know I've seen that before.
Yeah, the mystery is always more terrifying, I think.
Yeah. A few films have come to mind actually during our conversation, haven't they? The other one that I was thinking of while I was having a cooling bath earlier was Demon Knight, which we have spoken about before, but not on this podcast.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's the trapped in the house situation. You're sort of dealing a bit with devil and demons on some level there, and there's a goo involved somewhere.
There is some goo.
Yeah, that's something I was thinking of.
It's definitely been influential. I think more than we give it credit for.
I think it probably has. I think you're probably right. I just don't hear it talked about an awful lot, and I wish it got more. I wish it got more love, because I do think that this is one of his best. I think you're crazy if you don't have this in your top 5.
Okay.
In terms of objectively good.
I'm trying to think if I do. It's so tough, though.
It's difficult, isn't it? Like, your top 5 is a very personal thing. For me, it's quite, I just pick the movies I like.
Yeah.
Not the best ones.
But like I said at the start of the show, it's so hard to categorize them because for me, it's like The Thing and then everything else at number 2. And then like Vampires, Ghosts of Mars, The Ward at the bottom.
Right.
You know?
So this would be number 2 then on your
sure,
list,
yeah.
But number
by that
tied
metric,
with
yeah.
Everything else. Everything else that we've covered.
I've got a question for you. We haven't really talked about many of the performances beyond like Victor Wong and Donald Pleasence. Do you have a favourite performance in this?
I think Catherine Danforth, maybe, as she seems to have quite a good time as being the evil person at the end of the movie. It's not Brian. I don't like Brian very much. I find him a bit.
He's a bit wet. He's a bit boring.
He's a bit blank. Yeah, he seems to sort of want to be the guy and tries to come up with some kind of solutions or whatever. Ultimately resigns to the fact that he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
John, please write another scene where I can take my shirt off.
Yeah, he did love taking his shirt off a bit. Yeah, it's like too many scenes of him drinking a cup of tea and then just going out onto the porch shirtless with his top open, looking at a car or something. I found him a bit boring. Dennis Dunn I love. I think, it's got to be Dennis Dunn. I think it's my favourite, actually, thinking about it.
Well, I've got one we haven't mentioned so far. And it's Jesse Lawrence Ferguson as Calder, who's like the big hulking black guy who just goes full tilt insane. Yeah. His performance is so big. I absolutely adore it.
He does give a big performance, doesn't he?
It's my favourite. It just makes me so happy.
Yeah. He does that like maddening kind of chuckle, that laugh, and he slits his own throat, and then later on he's got a bandage on.
I love
thinking,
it.
who put that bandage
on?
And then he just goes and stares in that mirror for a bit. Yeah, it's a good one.
He's great.
Yeah. I think they're really lucky on this film. Very fortunate to get everything just about right. I think the location, the cast, everything done for the budget, the solutions, the effects, the script. I think there's a lot. Almost all movies, I guess, have got to have all of those boxes ticked, and all those ingredients need to work together in order for it to be successful. I don't know why though, but in this one, this feels even more important or even more surprising that they managed to get something quite good. Because I think it probably quite easily could have been Ghosts of Mars, really. But I don't know, maybe the restrictions helped in a way. Like maybe it's something that we've hinted at earlier anyway. But
possibly,
I can't help but reason that in my head as perhaps being a positive that they didn't have 30 million to spend on this, but rather 3 million. I think helped.
Yeah, necessity is the mother of invention and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the only thing that I'm kind of gutted about is obviously those scenes, the transmissions that we talked about, which they achieved by filming them on video and then filming the video playing on a TV, which again, stroke of genius. Yeah. It gives it something.
Cheap as well.
And cheap,
it doesn't cost anything. Just put someone in a doorway.
Yeah.
How's the lighting? Don't need any lighting.
Yeah. Well, backlit.
Yeah.
Just one big spotlight. Yeah. Spooky as fuck. Perfect. But the only thing that makes me sad is that perhaps that we didn't get a sequel set in 1999.
Okay.
Where they picked up from, I can't remember her name, because of course I can't, but from her transmission at the end.
It could still happen.
I would love it.
I would,
as long as it's Carpenter that did it.
Do you know what? Out of everything that we've spoken about over the years about what we would like him to do, would we want sequels to any of his movies? And I would probably by and large say no. And the Big Trouble in Little China reboot with The Rock that they keep touting every few years can absolutely fuck off. But if you're talking about a revival and John Carpenter is doing it, I think a sequel to this is the way. I just hit something beautiful.
Yeah, I would love it.
Me too.
Like because another complaint that I have about this film is that it feels so short. There's not enough of it.
I like it. I like that it's in and it's out.
I know, I get it, but I'm always surprised because it ends and I'm just like, but it's only been on an hour.
Yeah,
because it's so fucking nippy.
It does go quick, I think. Yeah.
The pacing is off the charts, which again, you mentioned that already. Like, it's so attention grabbing. But yeah, give us a sequel. More quantum mechanics meets faith based stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, we can make it an apocalypse quadrilogy then.
Yeah, love it. You can't have Victor Wong. You can't have Donald Pleasence. We can recast, or we can just say they died.
Yeah.
So they got
just a new crop of people.
Yeah. You could have a new cast, new lecturer, new set of students. You can trick some more students to come for a weekend away.
Or I guess bring Brian back.
Yeah, I guess you have to bring Brian back, really, don't you?
Keep his shirt on this time.
And he's still trying to get his mate from the mirror.
Yeah.
Somehow.
I want to watch it again.
Do you?
Yeah.
So soon?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
It's one of those, isn't it? Like, I don't think I would get bored of it.
No, I don't think I would ever get bored of it.
I'm surprised I haven't seen it more than I have.
That's quite a lot, though. That's about it then, Sarah. Liminal Spaces is done.
I'm sad. I'm always sad. Often sad when I get to the end of one of my seasons. But I've particularly enjoyed this one.
Good. I'm very happy for you.
Yeah, I know you didn't love all of them. But there were some surprises.
There were some surprises.
You got way more out of Wake in Fright than I thought you would. And we ended on a couple of films that I know you really enjoy.
Yeah. It was just a little bit towards the middle there where I was on unsteady ground for a couple of episodes, I think. I was out of my depth. Certainly with Lost Highway, I was just like, I don't know what's going on. I was just like tennis watching you and Jamie just have a chat. But we'll talk about all of this in our wrap show, because we've still got one more to do technically in this season, haven't we, for the wrap show?
And you've got to quiz me.
I've got a quiz here, yeah. We're going to watch one more film for this theme, aren't we? We're going to watch Exit 8 tonight, and hopefully get something out of that we can bring to that wrap show next week. So that's it for the season, and put a little bow on it, and I guess announce what we're going to do for the next season.
Which is?
It's back to me for the theme, isn't it?
Sure is.
I've got to actually... It's
You've got
been
to say
living
it
in
out
my
loud.
head for months. I've been planning this season, and now I've come to saying it, and I feel a bit silly.
Because it is very silly.
The theme for the next season is size doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And the thing that you'll agree with me about that is that size definitely doesn't matter in any of the movies that I've chosen. And do you want to know what we're doing for the very first episode?
I'd love to.
We're doing Ant-Man.
Oh, so it was relevant.
No, it's not relevant. But the size of the Ant-Man bears no influence on the plot or outcome of that movie. He can be big, he can be small, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, I don't know if I believe you.
It's about his heart, and if his best friend is a Scientologist.
Okay.
So that comes out, I think, I did write down a date probably, I usually do. I've written down August 3rd, but I thought it was the 8th. So it's one of those.
It will be in the description.
About that time, I guess. Yeah. Well, just, you see us.
Whichever one is the Monday.
Yeah. It's a Monday at some point in August. You'll be back, I'm sure. Or you won't.